to get rid of owls. Oh, how to get rid of owls. Move farmyard birds indoor at nighttime when owls are hunting. Remove any landing surfaces. I had to get rid of it. Oh, hey guys. Yeah. Shh, shh. I'm trying to get rid of that owl. You won't leave. Anyway, we had the open. Just don't mention the owls. I think we should be good. So, the open announcement was tonight. 20.4. I have it pulled up here. Is going to be a doozy. For me, it'll probably be a 20-minute workout. For you, I don't know. Let's see how fit you are. So, let's pull it up on the big screen. So, here we are. So, 20.4 is 4-time 30 box jumps, followed by 15 cleans at 95 or 65 pounds. Not too bad. Followed by 30 box jumps. And then 15 cleans at 135 or 85, still not bad. 30 box jumps followed by 10 cleans at 185, 115. That'll start to get heavy for some people. And that is followed now by 30 single leg squats or pistols. And that's followed by 10 clean and jerks at 225. So that right there will be kind of for your, I guess, your mid-level athlete that probably a lot of people can get the clean. The jerk might have an issue with that. Followed by 30 single leg squats or pistols. And then we have 5 clean and jerks at 275. That'll be definitely a big threshold. And then we have 30 single leg squats again. 5 clean and jerks at 315. And obviously the normal box heights. And the time cap is 20 minutes. So let's get into the standards and the rules. So basically, we've seen a lot of penalties come out from CrossFit, and the most come from in this note section, as you can see here. The note section you can see here. It says, after the call of 3, 2, 1, go, the athlete may perform the 30 box jumps and so on. So at that point, a lot of athletes are getting a false start, and that's based on them not being completely straight up and down. They might be bend over, ready to go, crouch down, ready to jump. And they're getting basically a no rep or a minor penalty for that. So let's just go through the standards. And this one also has a tiebreaker. So you'll put the score beside, you'll see it on the scorecard later, where the athlete finishes certain things. So let's get into the movement standards. So first of all, we have the 30 box jumps. So the box jump or the step up, you start with both feet on the ground and you face the side of the box. So you can see his China Cho there. She's facing the side of the box. So then the next part here is do not angle the box and jump or step up on the corner. So a lot of people, I've done it myself. You'll jump up on the corner. It's just so you don't have as much for your feet to clear onto the box jump. You can go a little bit quicker. So that would be a no rep. So the person has to be jumping straight onto the box. 2 feet starting on the ground. So jumping or stepping onto the box is permitted, obviously. Off the box is permitted. So you're allowed to step down or you're allowed to jump down. Only the feet can make contact with the box. So if you jump, trip a little, put your hand down, that will be a no rep. And also when you're doing your step ups or even the box jumps, I guess maybe as you get more fatigued, if you take your hands and put them on your knees and help yourself stand up from that, that also is a no rep. So you can't push off your legs to complete the box jump. So this is where we'll see some penalties in the end probably. But the rep is credited at whim. Both feet are on the top of the box, well obviously. The hip and knees are fully extended and the head and shoulders are over the hips. Reaching extension in midair is a no rep. So basically, you can't kind of jump onto the box, lock out your knees and hips, but still have your upper body bent over. You have to be completely vertical. So you'll see people trying to skirt that gray area and not fully extend their body. So make sure you completely stand up, which will slow you down a little bit, but that is a full rep. Move on to the clean and jerk standard. Pretty basic. So this can be power clean, doesn't have to be a complete squat clean. Obviously, as the weight gets heavier, look at the men in the last one at 315, your most very few people will be power cleaning that one. Start each rep with the barbell on the ground. Touch and go is permitted. So you're allowed to touch and go the rep. For the lighter ones, you'll probably want to do that, but you cannot bounce. So you can't, as you go down, bounce the barbell, and you can't drop it, and then as it bounces, pick it up and continue your rep. So you have to, if you drop the barbell, you have to let it settle before you can pick it up again. Power clean, squats clean, split cleans are all permitted. Hang cleans are not permitted. Obviously, the barbell or the weights have to go and touch the ground. The lift has two distinct phases, so this is kind of important too. The clean and jerk. So snatching is not permitted, so you have to do a clean. That weight has to now make contact with your shoulders. So for the lighter one, you could almost kind of muscle it up and right up overhead. No, but it has to settle on your shoulders. So make contact with your shoulders. It is not necessary for you to lock out the hips and legs to complete the clean before lifting the bar overhead. So you don't have to be completely locked out. So you can see China Cho in this picture here. So her knees aren't locked, her hips are not completely locked. So she could start to extend overhead at this point, and that is fine. If using empty barbell with smaller than the standard rates, each rep begins with the barbell clearly below the knee. So if you're doing the scale version, the barbell has to be below the knees. Now the second part of this, so you had the clean part where it touches the shoulder. The second part is the rep is credited when the barbell is locked out overhead and the arms, hips, and legs are extended. So the bar is slightly behind the center of the body with the feet in line. So as you see China Cho here, she's completely locked out. Your knees, your hips, your arms, your elbow. You'll see a lot of people that might try to short this and they won't get fully locked out, so you'll have a little bit of a bend in your elbow. You have to completely lock out for it to be a good rep. A push press, a push press, a push jerk, or a split jerk are all permitted as long as the required finish position is achieved. So you can get the bar from your shoulder to overhead however you need to do it. Obviously, as it gets heavier, like the lighter reps, you can start in a push jerk. Or just a push press, you might be able to strict press them. As you get heavier, you might go into split jerk. That is all completely fine. Receiving any assistance other than adjusting loading is not permitted unless safety is an immediate concern. So somebody can load your bar with the higher weights, that is fine. But somebody can't move your barbell, say it rolls away from you. Somebody can't move that closer, that's not permitted. You'll get a penalty for that. And then down here for the single leg squats, or better known as the pistol. So obviously the pistol or the single leg squat is a new movement to the open. We haven't seen that before. So at the start and finish of each rep, the hips and the knees of the working leg are extended, so locked out. The other leg doesn't have to be locked out. The non-working leg must remain in front of the body, so you can't have it way off to the side. Holding on to the non-working leg is permitted. So you have some people, like you can see China over here, some people will grab that toe with their foot, and that is fine. They can do that. And then at the bottom, the hip crease must pass below the top of the knee of the working leg. So this is where you'll see a lot of no reps as well. You can see China Cho's hip crease is right here, and she's well below her knee there, so that's a good rep. You'll start to see people that will cut this pretty close, and they start to do kind of a weird body angle when they kick their body out to the side. But yeah, so you have to make sure that hip crease is below the knee. If any part of the body, other than the support foot, touches the floor before lockout, the rep will not count. So if you put your hand down to brace yourself, if that other foot touches, because that's not the support foot, that is a no rep. Must complete a successful rep on one side before alternating. So this is where some people get confused. So if you're doing the squat or the pistol with your right leg planted on the ground, your other foot's extended out far, and you get a no rep, you have to go back and stay on that leg and do your right leg again, because some people then will switch to their left and try to do it, but no, you have to finish the rep on that right leg first. Resting the non-working leg on the working leg or using hands or arms to push onto the working leg is not permitted. So you can't do anything to push up, kind of like to elevate from the squat with your hands or anything like that. So this is the next. You see the medicine ball step up. That's for scales. So we don't have to worry about that. So here is the scorecard. So you have the workout, obviously for the judge, clearly described here. A 30-minute time cap, and then you have the different variations for the different age levels all over here. So this is where we do all our scoring. So the athlete does the 30 box jumps to start off. You put the 30, and then you place the time that they finish that, because that will be the tiebreaker if they stopped on the cleans for some reason. So then they do their 15 cleans. You put their 15 cleans there, and now they've amassed a total of 45 reps. 30 box jumps, you put 30 in there, and now, again, their time, just in case they fail at that point. And so on as you get through. If they finish this first section, it's 130 reps. The time breaker goes back to that box jump. So then you go over to the pistols. So you're going to judge the pistols here. And here's the rep count again. You put how many pistols they get. Then you go into the time as well, because that's a time breaker, and all through the cleans. So then if they finish it, like say like Ben Smith tonight, say he finishes in 16:25, you put 16:25 there, completed. Then if they don't, say they got right here, they finished their 30 single leg squats, they were walking over the bar, so they only had 200. So you put the 200 here, and the time breaker would be when they finish that 200. So right there, boom, right there. So the name of the affiliate, the judge's name, you pass the course, yes, the athlete signs off, and then you give this portion below to them. So the big thing here for the judges will be probably the pistols. I see everybody is pretty comfortable judging a clean and jerk. Everybody has to be stacked. A box jump is pretty easy as well. 2 feet, jump onto the box, and then they're fully standing up at the top. But the pistols will get a little dicey. A lot of things come into factor here with the type of clothing that is worn. If it's harder to see the hip crease, as athletes fatigue, they'll not get as much depth. So remember that crease has to be below the knee. So I would definitely recommend before you get into this workout, have the athlete do a couple pistols with them. Look at how their mechanics are, so we can kind of see where that hip crease is. And also then just say, like, I'm going to do a little demonstration. I'm going to no rep you on one of these pistols, just so they get used to, because more than likely they're going to get some no reps. So they get used to getting a no rep and then doing the next rep on that same leg. So it's very important that they get comfortable doing that. And like always, go over the standards with your athlete. Let them know about a box jump, that they need to be fully stacked. They can't be kind of hunched over. Let them know that. Have them demonstrate that so they know what a good rep feels like. That's important. So that for the clean and jerk, make sure you tell them it has to touch your shoulder. I'll be looking for that. So as a judge, you'll probably want to be somewhat on an angle. I don't think you'd be right on the side, but on an angle so you can see that contact on the shoulder. Then overhead, what it fully looks like to be locked out. So there's all the standards. I'll have the link down below. You can always find it on the CrossFit website. And have fun with this one. This is going to be kind of a grinder out. Those box jumps are going to catch up to you, and then your legs are going to start to burn on those pistols. But have fun as a judge. Get out there, do the workout yourself. I'll be doing that tomorrow. Obviously a modified version because with my Achilles injury. So box jumps are not my friend. But I'll post that on my Instagram. But anyway, have a great one. Like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.